Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Divya's Discoveries, these Monday mentoring sessions. Today's topic is going to be about how do you shift your energy when you're feeling low or tired. I've got some strategies that I experimented with this week that I'd love to share with you. So I know that life will always offer us opportunities to practice that which we are learning, and managing our energy is one of those things. So you may or may not have also had an experience where part of you wants to do one thing and a part of you wants to do something else. In my experience, I was laying in bed, warm, comfy, cozy, the electric blanket on and the dude on top of me, and part of me had no desire to get up and go anywhere or do anything but exactly just lay there, right? And there was another part that felt like there was stuff to get done, another part that really wanted to do some things. And so these two were in negotiations with each other, and the part that wanted to do some things was trying to convince the comfy part to get up, right? So my first appointment wasn't until 11. I didn't actually have to get up. And so it started by making a list of all the things that I wanted to do. And the response to that, the mental list of, oh, well, there's this, that just created even more resistance. There was a feeling of increased heaviness. No, I'm definitely not getting up if it's all got all of that to do. And so, of course, since communication is the response that we get, that was not an effective communication strategy. So I had to come up with something else. and so I said, okay, well, how about if we just get up and get dressed? That's it. Don't have to do anything else. Just get up and get dressed. That part was like, oh, okay, I can handle that. Got up and got dressed. Once that happened, oh, how about if we just walk up the hill and drop off this parcel? Yeah, can manage that. Did that, and one by one, I managed to get all the things that I wanted to get done before my 11 o'clock appointment. And it reminded me of, how with kids that don't like to eat their vegetables, a strategy that is sometimes effective is just eat one pea, darling, just one. And then they eat that pea. Just one more pea. And they eat that one. Okay, great. Now can you have one more? And before you know it, all the peas are gone. So it's that way of kind of meeting that part where it's up to and joining with it in that. So, being able to say, oh, okay, if that's like, I don't want to get out of bed, I don't want to do anything. Being able to say, yeah, I understand. And just to join with it effectively in that energy. So another strategy that I experiment with, so this strategy is called chunking. And chunking basically is when you break it down to the level that feels feasible and manageable for you. So whatever that level is, usually if we're overwhelmed or something feels too hard, it's just too big of a chunk. So to break it right down to a level that feels, yeah, I can handle that, I could do that, and wherever we're up to in that moment. Another strategy that I also practiced with this week was mode of operating. So I found myself one day, a similar situation, in bed. My first appointment wasn't until 10, didn't really want to get up. And listing the things that I had to do. Oh, you have to do this, 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 and this. And the part was like, no, I don't want to. It just felt really, really heavy. And so I nixed that strategy and said, okay, well, if you could pick one thing, if you could do just one thing, what would that be? And from that, put my attention on what is it I could do, and shifted the energy in that way. Another strategy that I can also share with you is a reframe. So instead of saying, oh, I'm laying in bed and feeling tired and lazy and whatever, to reframe it to, wow, don't I have the luxury of getting to choose when to wake up and to get the things that I want to do, and shift the energy into that space of inspiration. So for me, tapping into that space of, aren't I so blessed? Aren't I so lucky? Aren't I so privileged that I get this choice? And whatever that might be. So imagine, so if you've got kids running around and you've got the feeling is got to get up, get them to school, or this, to shift it, the reframe from, I have to get the kids up and get them ready for school, to, wow, aren't I so blessed or lucky that I get to have a reason that inspires me to get up every day, or whatever resonates with you, whatever feels authentic that comes out. Those three strategies, chunking, switching the mode of operating, and reframing, I have found to be hugely useful this week for me, as my energy levels feel lower than normal with winter and whatever my body's processing at the moment. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today. Let me know how you go. I'd love to hear your comments.